edition.
This series just turned bloody. This series just turned blood red. Jaylen Brown, you think you slick, my brother? First you plant a knee in Jalen Brunson's midsection. Then he grabbed Josh Hart's crotch.
Just learn.
Feeling like a peacock, baby.
He just gave up.
Hart, by the way, bleeding from the face, like he just came out of a war zone. Boston is no longer just playing basketball. They're flailing, they're clawing, they're gouging at the eyes, they're gasping. Do you know what this means? Knicks fans,
Do you know what this means?
it means the Knicks have them exactly where we want them. Come on. Because this isn't a panic from a confident champion. It's desperation. It's desperation from a falling giant. A sleeping beast just got smacked awake. That's what Boston did to us. We woke now. You don't cheap shot Jalen Brunson and expect the same play in Game 6. That man already carried the Knicks to a 3-1 lead on the alleged favorites. But now, he's angry, he's sore, and he's dialed in. You've seen the man wave at the crowd. Brunson doesn't talk, he demolishes. He's about to walk into Madison Square Garden with a playoff average north of 33 points and the coldest eyes in New York since Patrick Bateman. The man has been surgical. And now, you just gave him a vendetta? Game 6 is personal. And for Brunson, personal means lethal. Then you're going to bloody my guy Josh Hart. What are we talking about? The man bleeds, but he doesn't break. You elbow Josh Hart in the face. You don't slow him down. You simply add on to the man's mission. This man has played 48 minutes like it's a badge of honor. The man guards wings like it's a badge of honor. He rips rebounds from trees, and he'll dive into hell if it means that the Knicks get one more possession. You thought you could break him with an elbow. All you did was stain him in Warriors blood. That's all you did. Game 6 is going to be played like it's the last basketball game of the man's life. And spoiler alert, he'll drag Jaylen Brown into the earth with him if he has to. Straight out of a horror film. And all of you Knicks fans who are going off on your boy and your own team, Karl Anthony Towns, I got news for you. Cat is coming. Karl Anthony Towns saw it too. He saw the physicality. He saw the panic, the dirty plays. And now you've got a 7-foot all-star who's no longer waiting for the game to come to him. Watch what he does in Game 6. Boston's front line will have no answer for Karl Anthony Towns when he plays mean. You want to see dirty play? You want to play dirty? Good. Towns has elbows too. And when he's hitting those pick and pop threes and punishing switches, you're going to see it. You're going to see the Celtics' knees start to buckle. Game 6 back at MSG with New York roaring behind them. That's 25-10 coming your way. Write it down. Here in Knicks Deli. Said it first.
Knicks Deli edition.
We're all putting it on the line. Game 6. It's a done deal. You already showed us who you are. We already got the Celtic silencer OG. The man is the X factor you're not going to see coming. You want to turn this series into a brawl. Fine. OG's built for that. He's the defensive shadow that Brown can't shake. He's quiet. He's clinical. And if you think the Garden won't explode the moment he bodies someone on the block or hits that timely corner three, then you haven't seen New York basketball. I know a lot of first timers and casual fans are watching this video. I'm here to introduce you to what's about to come in Game 6. OG is the storm behind the noise, the calm before the steel. and he's about to flip this series back into lockdown mode. Watch. One half of Wingstop. Ironically, the series is sponsored by Wingstop, and the other half is the swingman with the killer instinct, Mikal Bridges. And Bridges knows these Celtics. He's torched them before. He's played in big games. He's been overlooked as well. And now he's overdue for his Garden moment. So watch this man cook. This is where Mikal hits his 3-pointers, 3 threes in a row, and watches the Garden roof elevate. He's the ultimate connector. I said it before. And in game 6, when the ball starts swinging and Boston's rotations fall a half step behind, Mikal is going to make them pay. He's going to make them pay. This team is learning how to close in high-level playoff games.
That's soldier.
Mitchell Robinson. You want to war in the paint? You just invited Monster Mitch. Big Money Mitch. Hitting free throws. Robinson is healthy again. And when Mitch is healthy, he's a one-man riot under the rim. And he's starting to get his rhythm. Second chances for you.
Box out.
Jesus Christ.
Floaters for you. Swatted. Lobs thrown. Putbacks crushed. He's been lurking. Game 6 is where he erupts. Because nothing fires up a Garden crowd like a massive block or Mitch in his bag flexing over someone in green. Y'all supposed to be champions. Y'all tried to come out and play grimy ball. Madison Square Garden is the cauldron of chaos. You telling me the Celtics, after all the flopping, all the grabbing, all the elbowing, the gasping, the crotch grabbing, are going to walk into Madison Square Garden with this version of the Knicks waiting for them? I know you a champion, but you ain't ready. Not this season. The Garden will be vibrating. It's going to be screaming. You're going to be foaming at the mouth to bury Boston. That's not just home court advantage. That's your end. We should all show up in black. This isn't just a game, it's a moment. It's the moment we've been waiting for. It's where Brunson plants his flag. It's where Josh Hart rips his jersey open like a gladiator. Pause, did he? It's where Tom Thibodeau smiles. And it's when the line ends for the champion Boston Celtics. Game 6 is where the New York Knicks are going to make their statement. Boston tried everything. They got physical, they got dirty, they got desperate. We've seen it before in Detroit. But all they did was wake up 6 killers. Brunson, Hart, Cat, OG, Mikal, Mitch. 6 men, 1 city, 1 purpose. Finish them. In New York in game 6. The Celtics, y'all had your chance. Now you just lit the match for your own funeral. New York Knicks are going to show up in black hoodies. It's the end of the road. On to Indiana. And I tell you this much, I wouldn't be surprised if this is the changing of the guard. Tatum's going to be out for at least a year. Just like the New York Knicks did when they put Philly behind them in the playoffs. Who's next? The next now is Boston. The Atlantic Division reign is done. With this win and us advancing to the conference finals, the New York Knicks will now take over the spot Boston has. On our way to an NBA championship. What say you? Keep this in mind. Same thing applies to life that applies to our team. If there is no struggle, there's no progress. But remember this, whether it's out there in the real world or here in these YouTube streets, here in Knicks Deli, everybody eats. I'm your boy Shia, and I'm out. Peace.